This is me 3 months ago. Now, this is my life. I've traveled to 7 countries, date foreign women, eat whatever I want, and live in luxury apartments. I live like a king. Mind you, I did this in only 3 months. And today, I'm gonna tell you exactly how I did it and how you can too. A few months ago, I was broke and living at home. I was browsing YouTube when all of a sudden I came across a brand new business model. It's called the content agency. Little did I know this business model would take me from $1,000 to over $11,000 per month. It's very similar to the traditional SMMA model, except it incorporates content. The best part is I was already good at content. I could see a ton of potential in this business model, so I decided to start it. The first thing I did was pick my niche. Now there are a few services a content agency can provide. Number one is scripting. The good thing about this is that if you speak English, it's very easy to get clients. You can charge on a $1,000 a month retainer for 4 scripts, so like $250 per script, and then build that up to a couple clients, and you'll be making at least 5 to 8K per month. Those scripts would only take 3 to 4 hours to write, so you can really scale this without hiring people. And eventually, when you decide to, you can hire people as well. The only con I see in this service is that AI might come and take your job in the future. The second service is video editing for long form videos. This one is so good because you can charge a high retainer for your services. The only problem is that it takes a lot of time. You could be spending 20 to 30 hours on a single video, which is ridiculous. I decided not to go with this one just because of the time commitment, but you definitely can hire contractors out and then just manage those contractors. However, I wanted to start doing the service myself because I didn't have much capital, so I decided to choose a different one. However, I will say that animation, like a sub-niche in video editing, is a very lucrative opportunity right now. If you can learn how to animate on After Effects, people will pay really good money for that because it takes their videos to a whole new level. The next is thumbnail design. This is honestly my favorite content agency that you can start. If you understand content and are a decent graphic designer, you can single-handedly blow up a YouTuber's channel, and people will pay good money for this. I have a friend who runs a thumbnail agency, and he currently charges his clients $50, but he gives them back way more value in return. The next service is actually the one I ended up selling. I decided on short-form video editing. The pros are that the content itself is super easy to make. There is thousands of contractors who you can outsource to later down the line, but the cons are that everyone's doing it. I'll be completely real with you guys. I got in on this offer early, like way before everyone else. So now YouTubers are getting hundreds of emails a day from short-form editors, and it's just a completely saturated market. However, I got a lot of clients before everyone else jumped into the market. However, I can guarantee you that if you have really good quality and a great offer, then you can separate yourself from the market and finally get your first client. You charge $2,000 a month for 30 short form videos, and you guarantee the person that you'll get them 10,000 followers on TikTok within the first 60 days. If you don't deliver on that promise, then they don't pay. Now I know what you're thinking, like, what if I do all that work and I don't get paid? That's the thing, you have to be good enough to actually have that guarantee succeed. And that brings us into step 2 of building a content agency, which is learning the skill. So now that I picked short form content, I had to build up my skill set. Again, I'll be real with you guys, I was already good at video editing. I had a huge advantage. I could make clients blow up on TikTok. My video editing skills are pretty high level, so it was very easy to get clients. However, if you don't have one of these skills, you can get to a very high level just working 4 hours a day for about 30 days. There's a rule called the 80-20 rule, where 20% of the effort yields 80% of the results. And if you do 4 hours a day, you'll definitely get at least 80% of the way there. And the thing is, if you're watching this video, you guys already have some skills. Have you ever watched like a Mr. Beast video? You can look back at that and understand how to recreate a viral video. Maybe you've written essays in high school. Have you ever picked up a camera? Maybe you know how to record. You can offer an in-person video recording service. You guys have skills. Think about what you're good at and how you can apply that to content. Okay, it's a few months down the line and you've already gotten decent at a skill. Now it's time to take the next step. This is where 90% of people give up because it makes you put yourself out there. But those who persist will make millions. All right, are you ready for the big secret in SMMA? It's to work for free. Wait. Don't click off the video. Don't click off the video. I promise you. You could work for free for like 1 month. You'll build your skill set, which is the most important thing in your agency. You need to get to a high level before people will pay you. After you get to that level and after the client is satisfied with your work, now is your time to pitch them. You are going to say, hey, I've been working for you for around a month and you've been seeing some great results. I really need to start making some money here, so would you be interested in going on a retainer basis? If they're getting good results, they will pay you to keep doing the service. That is it. That's SMMA. Get people good results and they'll pay you. Make people money and they'll pay you a percentage of that money. I can promise you that if you are good, you will get work. And if you aren't getting work and you're good, I'll hire you myself. Shoot me a DM. Now we are on to step 3, which is outreach. Now that I chose short form video editing and I already had the skill set built up, it was time to to start reaching out to clients. I built a website and a Calendly. Realistically, you don't need a website. I just didn't know that back then. You just need a Calendly. But you should also get a Google Workspace email just to be more professional. Then what I did was start sending emails to my target audience. Give you guys a big secret. All the short form editors are reaching out to finance and business people, but that is not what you should do. You need to reach out to people in unsaturated niches. These are niches like adventure travel. I have a couple clients in adventure travel, and it is a great niche. Like, go ahead and take that niche from me. I'm not targeting it anymore. But there are hundreds of high-paying clients that aren't getting messages from short form editors. It's the same with a bunch of other niches like gaming. There are not a lot of people reaching out to these guys. People only reach out to the finance and business people. So if you want to separate yourself from them, reach out to the lesser known guys. Sometimes they actually pay a lot more. I actually changed my strategy up a bit now. I used to just send cold emails, but now I've started doing IG DMs as well. I do a combination. So if I send an email, I send an IG DM to the same person. It's just easier and you're more likely to get a response. But realistically, cold email is just a great idea. Start doing like 3 to 4 hours of outreach per day and frame it like this. Hey, I'm a short form video editor. I'm super talented. Here's my work. I will guarantee you 10,000 followers on TikTok in the next 60 days. And if I don't get that, you don't pay me. If you say that to the right people, I can guarantee you'll get some responses. For me, because I was early, I didn't have to send that many emails to get my first client. However, now you need to be sending out at least 100 to 300 emails. And eventually, once you get a client, you start getting revenue, you need to be sending that amount out per day. So once you've gotten somebody to book a call with you, it's time to get on the meeting. This is the make or break part for your agency, and it is extremely important that you do it right. A lot of people overcomplicate sales calls, so I'm going to keep it extremely simple. You just need to define their problem. First, figure out what they need help with, and then sell them the vacation and how you're going to help them with that. For example, let's say you get on a call with a short form client. Their problem is that they're not getting enough views. You will then present them with a solution. Hey, here's the average amount of views that my clients get over X time. And then they'll be like, oh damn, so that's the average. I guess I can have that too. Then they'll have some sort of objection like, oh, but I really don't want to spend that much time doing this. Like, then you're going to say it only takes 5 hours of your time per month in return for millions and millions of views. And we just batch film all of the content for the entire month. You have to do no other work than that. We handle everything from ideation, scripting, editing to posting. Do you think that's worth it? Essentially, you just have to make them feel stupid for saying no. I knew my worth from the start. So my first client, I charged $100 per short. Since this was my first client, I decided to do 10 short form videos for them per month. These people were like TikTokers, so they took their short form very seriously. So for 10 shorts, it was an $1,000 a month retainer. I finished up the scripts and they sent me the raw footage. But while I was editing it, I noticed it was a bit bland and I didn't have any extra B-roll or elements to make it better. And this brings me to a point with content delivery that I live by. You need to pay out of your own pocket to make your clients work better. Like, don't be afraid to spend money. You're competing with a lot of bigger content agencies who have these big licenses. I'm not saying you need to drop like 10 grand on stock footage. However, cough up like $500, cough up like half the retainer and just get like an Artlist subscription or something like that. I got the videos done and the clients were more than happy. Of course, there will always be revisions. I have a strict 3 revision rule. So anything past 3 is like, I'm not gonna do it. I'll tell them that straight up in the contract. 3 revisions, that's what I do. You don't wanna be going back and forth like 10 times of revisions. It's just not worth it. But yeah, that's how you start a content agency. And you can do this with any creative skill, which is amazing because it allows creatives to monetize themselves. I started this thing called the Agency New Wave and it really prioritizes high retainers. So I would recommend you go into niches that have those high retainers like venture capital, hedge funds, private equity, like all of these things. They have so much money, software companies, go into those. But yeah, that's my story of how I started a content agency and how you can too. I actually have a different agency now that's at around 12K per month. I shut the short form agency down a while ago. However, I think there is still a big opportunity there, but I think some of the other skills on this list might be even better. Subscribe for more SMMA stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next one.